Hi, my name is Ade Mabo. I'm the founder of Roli Mabo Foundation, and we started Roli Mabo Foundation in the year 2020 during COVID. I accidentally stumbled myself into the Benin River, Japa precisely, and some other communities around that place. And the state that I found it at that point, we knew that we needed help. We needed people who were going to come back and do something amazing, for the people living on the riverine part of Delta State. And that's why the Roli Mabo Foundation mission is to do projects just across the riverine communities. In the last 6 years, multiple projects we've done, many around drilling clean water for communities to drink, around renovating schools, sending kids to school, giving school boats to communities that don't have schools so that they can share a common central primary education, sending private teachers to these schools, renovating these schools, making donations of clothes, uniform, etc., Christmas clothes, school uniform, multiple things just to ensure that we keep these schools growing. Funding teachers' transportation, ensuring that teachers can get to our communities and get out of our communities, reducing all of the challenges and the bottlenecks, or many of the challenges and bottlenecks that these teachers have, so that they can come back to these communities to work, among many other. Our most remarkable work has been, setting up healthcare centers. Is something we call the Riverine Healthcare Center clusters. So multiple communities can share one healthcare center absolutely free. Free drugs, free medications, free treatments, free surgeries, whatever it is, completely free within those clusters. And we set up multiple of those in different communities up until what we are and where we are recently. And most importantly, we've also moved ahead into human capital development, looking for ways where we can take our young people and find something productive for them to do. One of them is in our partnership with NCDMB to do multiple trainings on shoemaking, welding, tailoring, carpentry, electrician, etc. Another part of it is to set up a Virgin Island and take the young people to come into this Virgin Island to learn the act of farming, rediversifying our economy from just oil and gas and taking it into collective agriculture, focusing on things like cassava, oil palm, and short-term crops, just so that we can get the youth fast to being able to start generating income, and of course, developing our land and making sure that they're productive. But in the last 30 days have been very exciting. In the last 30 days, we'll focus really, really well on the setup of the healthcare center in Warri North in a community called Ubagboro that is catering for 8-9 communities around that places. So the both Shekiris and Ijos living in that community can have a cluster of how they can get a share a central healthcare center, as we've always done. And we launched that February 13th. In the last 30 days too, we're completing the renovation of Timi Primary School in IGD in Warri North as well, where we would have completely new renovated school, new blackboard, new chairs, school painted. The school have had a lot of erosion problem, a lot of flooding problems, meaning during rainy season, the kids never go to school completely at all because they can't even access the school and how bad it is. So what we have done right now is completely renovate that and block out all the erosion and flooding access and bring brightness into that place. So those Ijaw kids and the children in the communities around that do not have school can have a central place where they can go to school. And of course, we've donated a school boat to them so that these kids can paddle to school almost every other day, like we did when we were kids and we had like school bus coming up to pick us up. So that as well we've done. We've gone to Orere in Warri Southwest, where we had a water project before. The water project went non-functional for the last 6 months, just so that we can resuscitate it, bring it back, and make sure that the good people of Orere have clean water and teach them how to maintain it, because maintenance is a critical culture of infrastructure development in that region. We've also gone to Baterenti in Warri Southwest to set up a new Starlink with a solar system that is not dependent on electricity or generator, so that the good people of Baterien, they can go on their phones, they can make calls, they can do businesses easily without any issues on their part. And we're continuing our project in the last 30 days of putting water in the Ejo family compound in Warri South, so that quarter of Big Warri can have additional water. Big Warri Ode Shekiri has a very good central water system. But however, the distribution is still a little bit limited. Now we have been able to add, tapping into the central system and making sure that family compound and the people and the houses around can have access to that. And I can go on and on and on and on and on the projects that we've been working on most recently. So I'm excited to let you guys know we'll continue to work, we'll continue to build the river, and we'll continue to make sure that lives can be impacted just because kind people are our kind of people.